Okay,
Then I'm looking, you're right, it's 6 o'clock. All right, okay, well, wait just a second.
everything. We're only 30 seconds slow.
It's not okay.
One job. It's 6 o'clock and call to order of the Toltec School District regular board meeting. And we are going to, I gotta start here because I'm trying to get back into this mode instead of where I'm working. So let us stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Captain, would you lead us to the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, Treasure Hunter Pledge. And I know you know the Treasure Hunter Pledge, so I'll ask you.
As an adult and a treasure hunter,
I am committed to search for all talents, skills, and intelligence that exist in all children in need. I believe all children are capable of success, no exceptions.
Moment of silence, please. All right, be seated. Superintendent Rogers, roll call, please.
Mark Lindgren,
Here.
Steve Cartwright,
Here.
Dr. Leventino,
Here.
Captain Lopez,
Here.
David Richter,
Here.
all present.
Yeah. All right, so I need a motion for approval of the agenda. I have a motion by Dr. Leventino. Do I have a second?
Second.
Captain by Captain Lopez. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. Moving on to 2 consent agenda items. Approval of the action consent items. Do I have a motion? So moved. I have a motion by Dr. Leventino. A second, please. Second. Second by Mr. Richter. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Again, motion passes. Moving on to information discussion items. Number 3, superintendent summary.
Our summer school began Monday, a week ago, and it's on the Arizona City Elementary School campus this year. It had been on the Toltec campus for the last 2 or 3 years due to projects and everything. And Teresa Amos is the director, and she reported that 97 students are enrolled, but the average daily attendance has been 71 students. But they are contacting the families, the parents of the students that are enrolled to encourage them to participate. So hopefully that number of students that are participating and coming will increase. The first day of school for next year is July 1st for new and apprentice teachers. First day is July 9th for continuing teachers and classified employees. And then students' first day is July 16th. We are quickly wrapping the summer off. What summer? And then Monday, July 14th is Meet the Teacher event on both campuses from 3 to 6 in the evening. Thank you.
All right, moving on to information discussion items B. The application reports. Ms. Ferguson.
Well, I'm sorry. When I talked to John, which is the construction manager, general manager, he said that everything was completed. It was supposed to be completed, and I decided to ask one of our guys to go over there and take pictures of the flashing. Well, one of the sides of the flashing is bent and it's curved, and which is good because it keeps kids from getting cut. But the other side is open. So I called John this morning and I said, I have a report, and I reported that it was completed. You said it was completed. He said, it is completed. And I said, it is not. I said, you don't have the caulking that was supposed to go around it so that it's not, going to cut anybody if any of the kids get up to the flashing. So that will be taken care of on Friday. I apologize. I assumed and I shouldn't have.
Yes, and you see they're gonna caulk that part because it's open on that side?
Yes, it's really sharp on one side. I do have pictures. It's really sharp on one side. On one side, you can see where the metal bends in, which is perfect. But he said on the other side, I said, you should have done the same thing. And he said, well, it wasn't made that way. We were just going to do the caulking and really make it like it's really rubberized. He said that's what it feels like, and it's not dangerous, but.
No, I've dealt with flashing stuff when in construction areas, stuff like that. It's very, very sharp, as it is,
And that was supposed to have been finished, and he said it was finished, and I said, it is not.
and it's always on the open side, it's always cocked. Always, always, always. I don't know why they thought it was finished when it wasn't cocked, so that's just me rambling on.
It
But
was not.
yeah, it better be done, because.
On Friday,
Yeah, okay.
so I do apologize.
That's not you, but thank you for, checking out again and making sure.
Gut feeling, women's intuition.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure that it is.
All right, here we go. We're gonna move on to, information discussion item C, accountability at a glance.
So we've been really busy with the curriculum and instruction section or part of the summer. The state assessment results will be delivered this week. So for the Arizona Academic Standards Assessment and Arizona Science Standards, the results will be delivered. They're available for review on the website right now. And not our website, but on the ABU's website. And so we've had some quick glances at that, and Ms. Trevino and myself will be looking at those a little bit closer here in the near future. We had some good outcomes with our ELL reassessments results. So we got those in earlier than last year, so we're thankful of that. And so at ACES, we had 7 students that reclassified to proficient, and at TES, there were 2 students. So we have an increase of 34% of more people moved into the proficient level. So then they'll just be monitoring next year. So last year at TES, we had 1 student, so they increased that way. And then at ACES, I believe it was 4 students that reclassified. So that's just a bit of a comparison. Outdated curriculum has been removed from the classrooms and has been palleted. We have a company that's going to be taking the old curriculum to be recycled. And so they have specific requirements in order for them to take the curriculum away, and it's at no cost to us. We had to have a certain amount of pallets, and we got that in there. The math and social studies curriculum, 6 through 8 social studies curriculum has been delivered to classrooms, so that's ready to go. And a special shout out goes to, we have 3 summer workers along with the maintenance staff that has been working diligently to get working with the distribution and collection of the books. So Daniel Goodell, Alma Morales, and Eddie Marquez, we call them the curriculum team, that is working with Sophia and I to get that taken care of. So they basically check in with her every day and give us an update of where they're at. And then Mrs. Rogers already talked about the summer tutoring program.
All right.
This Zella report talks about increase in the number of students who are reclassified as proficient. Okay, what are the total percentages of students who are proficient in the 2 schools?
We have, so we have, I don't know the exact numbers that we're monitoring right now, because after they are listed as proficient, then they have to be monitored for 2 years. So we're still working on monitoring those students. So I don't have those numbers right here with me, but I do know that the increase, that we did a better job this year. Okay. Do you want me to find that out for you?
I'd like to know, yeah.
Okay. And do you want it in comparison from last year to this year, or what?
I'm just interested in total numbers.
Okay.
Well, the Zella is those that
or maybe a misunderstanding.
They speak a different language other than English.
Oh, okay,
So that they go to special tutoring.
it's a special situation.
Yeah, it's not the overall testing.
All right, that's fine.
So,
Go ahead.
no need, okay.
And now I have a call to the public. Ms. Cornsky.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Go to the podium, please. Thank you so much.
Hi there. I wanted to show my gratitude to Mrs. Rogers. And I got new cilantro. Can I give it to her?
Absolutely.
The cilantro is very low water using like the aloes. I just have an aloe in it. Not to give you any extra work, but it's a succulent, so we can discuss it later. And I just wanted to read one thing quickly.
Can you read it really loud, Lisa, because we are typing this?
Really loud and really fast. Yes, I
There
would
you go.
like to nominate Denise Rogers for being a super amazing staff member at Toltec Elementary School. She's a member of the administrative department. So I am nominating her because for many years now, Mrs. Rogers has put her heart and soul into elevating our district. And I am truly grateful and proud of the progress that we have made during her leadership. She has gone above and beyond to inspire and empower both staff and students to develop their strengths, their skills, and to reach their highest potential. Mrs. Rogers is a brave trailblazer who respectfully speaks her mind and does her best to improve situations as needed. It is because of her vision and perseverance that we are a Kid at Hope school with incentives like golden tickets to acknowledge the positive character traits of our students. Mrs. Rogers expects the best from everyone, and she gives nothing less than her best to everyone. She genuinely cares about the staff and students at the Toltec Elementary School District. Mrs. Rogers consistently demonstrates kindness and patience. She is an empathetic listener when it comes to the needs and concerns of others. Mrs. Rogers is a strong and resilient woman who leads by example. I thank her for her amazing service of helping to create a beacon of hope in our community with gratitude. So that's for you because I wanted to make sure that thank you very much. That
Oh,
is
no, thank
what
you.
I wanted to make
We
sure.
thank you very much, and she got a plant instead of a plaque.
Yeah, and
So
it's live.
this lives longer.
And I'm very grateful for Dr. Poppin for stepping in and I'm grateful for all of you. So I will go now. I apologize for being late. That I saw it was item 4 and I'm like, I gotta get here and make
No,
a
you
call.
came in right on time, so thank you for showing up.
That was good. Okay, last time it was the Beacon of Hope poem. So you see, this is where it started. This is where- Okay, have a good evening.
Bye, Lisa. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right. All right, next, action items. A, financial audit services.
Dallas Seiler has provided our auditing services for the last 3 years, beginning August 22. And so it was time to ask for quotes and to entertain any other auditors. So in March, on March 24th, April 24th, sorry, I sent out to 4 different auditors a request for and for a proposal on what they would offer us and for how much. And the only one that I got an answer from was Dallas. So I am proposing that we continue to use Dallas, DRS, CPA, PLLC for our general auditing purposes.
And he's easy to get a hold of. We've been able to do whatever we need to do.
Well, even though right now, after he finished the audit, he's no longer under contract for us. So he doesn't even have to do anything, but he's still responding to phone calls, questions. He's still, making himself available for us. So yes, he's easy to get a hold of. He's always willing to stop by if he needs to. So he's been great to work with.
And this is a 3-year agreement that we have.
Yes.
There are yearly increases, obviously.
Yes. That's mainly due to the, a growing district, growing district.
Any questions? All right, if there are no questions, can I get a motion? Okay, to accept the financial audit services of Dallas. Do I get a second?
Second.
Second by Captain Lopez. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. Moving on to the early kindergarten registration.
Bring you 3 students from ACES and 1 student from Toltec that have been determined to be kindergarten ready, and they're requesting that these students be permitted to enter kindergarten.
Our cutoff date is normally October 1st. September,
They're-
September, what is it?
Well, they're supposed to turn 5 before September 1st.
September 1st.
So if they're not going to be 5 before September 1st, then they have to
Right.
be, be tested to see if they are determined to be ready. And
You say
then
these 3 have been so tested in our.
all 4 have been tested and then determined to be kindergarten ready.
I found every kid that they have tested seems to work out fine. So and obviously I don't know anything about it. I have no clue, but since it's worked out in the past, it probably works out now.
And all 4 of these children, as you can see, right, the latest birthday is December 2nd. So all of these kids will reach that criteria that they're 5 before January 1st.
Okay, all right.
I remember last year we had a question.
We had one question, we had one that was a lot
So we
later.
had to bump them
I
out.
think that was
Yes.
February or something. a little bit.
That was the first thing.
Yeah, if it's before the next year, I'm thinking we're probably pretty good. All right. Any questions at all, anybody? Okay, do I have a motion? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Richter. Do I have a second?
No, sir.
Okay, a second by Mr. Courtwright. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. We're moving on to C, 2025-2026 Apprentice Teacher Corrective Action Stimulus Plan.
Since our apprentice teachers, which are the teachers that are not yet appropriately certified, they're teaching at while they're going to school to obtain that level of certification. Apprentice teachers are emergency certified. They're not allowed to participate in the performance pay, which the appropriately certified teachers receive. So, this I had put together in the summer of 2021 as just a kind of an incentive to help them, a little bit of a bonus to help them keep on track while they're in school. So nothing has changed in here, just the dates. So the first year that they're in school and teaching, it's $500, and it just increased by $500 each year. So then by the end of year 4, they should be at that point where they're getting their degree and becoming appropriately certified.
All right, is there any questions? I think we've passed through this one before, but if there are any questions? If there are no questions, do I have a motion for the apprentice teacher corrective action stimulus fund?
So moved.
I have a motion by Dr. Leventino. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second by Captain Lopez. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. Moving on to G, the 2025-2026 authorized check signers.
This just updates to begin on July 1st. So it's basically just putting the new personnel in there, such as Dr. Toppin and Dr. Lorna Villarreal and Phyllis Lackey. So updated personnel as the personnel are being updated. Positions.
This is just obviously just a change, and so there's really nothing much to, we understand that has to change, so. Do I have a motion, which is obvious, for the authorized check signing?
So
I have a motion by Captain Lopez. Do I have a second?
second.
Now a second by Mr. Richter. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. Moving on to E, 2025-2026 student activities treasurer.
Dr. Villarreal. Just a matter of, it was David Wheeler, so now it's just also.
Yeah, it just moves over. Yeah, it just moves over there. So, and this is another one that's just obvious. She's in that position, so that's obvious. It's going to be in that position. And do I have a motion for the 2025-2026 student activities treasurer?
So moved.
I do have a motion made by Dr. Leventino. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second by Mr. Richter. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. Again, moving on to F, 2025-2026 cooperative contracts. Here again is
Same list as last year. This is one of the audit requirements.
Seeing as it is the same, although I make a motion.
yeah, it's exactly the same as it was last year, but still, if there are any questions whatsoever, anything that comes to mind. All right, a motion? Yeah. Okay, so I have a motion by Mr. Richter. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Dr. Leventino. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. Moving on to G, 2025-2026 sole source vendors. Here again is our vendor groups, usual.
Move to approve.
All right, I have a motion made by Dr. Leventino. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Mr. Courtwright. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Again, motion passes. Moving on to H, the district finance officer.
So Dr. Dr. Lorna Villarreal. Dear me, I combined both. Don't look at me like that, Captain. You just put both things together. I was just shortening it. She came to the rescue during spring break. Dr. Poppin and I put our heads together and went, what? David Wheeler just gave his resignation, and it only gave a very short period of time, even though it was 10 days, that's counting weekends. So we gave, well, Dr. Poppin reached out to Lorna, and she came in the very next day, and she was able to train for 6 days. And so she is committed to the task of continuing to oversee the financial responsibilities for the district. So I'm recommending her tonight to oversee the finances officially in this position.
And I'm not gonna say I'm sure there are no questions, but I'm sure there are no questions. She did come to the rescue, and I do appreciate, very appreciative of that.
So you start this year,
Was that-
when she starts?
So we start officially on, this is for July 1st. She's,
Right, she's been serving.
yeah, she's been,
As a good-
yeah.
She's in the interim role right now, but she'll be serving once we go over it, she'll be serving.
So she would get a contract with this. Right now, she has a teacher contract. With just extra
Is
days,
it gonna change it from teacher to this?
yes.
The finance. All right, so if we're all good with that, let's, do I have a motion for the district finance officer?
So move.
All right, I have a motion made by Captain Lopez. Do I have a second? Second. A second by Dr. Levantino. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. Okay, moving on to the performance pay, superintendent-based performance pay.
Every June, you evaluate this. So I've listed the goals that were approved to be continued on September 16th, 2024. And what I've done for each of the goals. And so you're to make a determination on what I deserve as the performance pay up to $5,000.
Does anyone have any questions?
Are we doing something more than beside the achieve and all experience for reading? I mean, the achieve and all experience score is a great group, I'm in it, but
We
you only serve a very limited number of students.
We have reading specialists on both campuses and paraprofessionals that they organize groups, and so their students are, get reading instruction in small groups, setting all day long on both campuses. We also do the same for math.
I remember going to school, reading wasn't my problem, but math was.
And it had been my goal to add writing as, also as a pull-out instructional program. When the students are assessed and found to be lacking, then they become part of the group.
Does anyone have any more questions? If there are no questions, I must ask if we make a motion, and to what amount of pay do we believe that she should be make on the performance pay base this year? 0 to 5,000. I believe at this time I will make the motion that Superintendent Rogers makes the 5,000. I believe she's achieved and attained the established goals that we tried, that we'd asked. And I think that not many other people who would be in her place could have done what she's done, to be honest with you. And I ask only that someone else make a second, if you believe in what I say. I would say that. Mr. Richter has made a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. Moving on to the next meeting.
The second Monday next month is July 14th. That's also the same day as Meet the Teacher. But that does conclude at 6 o'clock, so it should be fine to have the meeting on that date. And the third Monday is July 21st. And then after you determine what date in July will be our regular meeting, I also need to ask you to schedule another meeting for June for, to bring you the proposed budget. It has to come to you in June, and sometimes we've had to make a special meeting because then after you look at the proposed budget and you approve it, then it has to be put on display, advertised for on our website for 10 days. And then before we can bring it to you to adopt officially. So for the June meeting, it could be, there has to be time to put it together. So it could be the week of the 22nd or Monday, June 30th. Monday, June 30th would be the latest date we could do this and still have meet the timeline.
Wasn't done yet?
So
And we're still waiting for the state to.
it's our usual wait for the state.
But, you know, so that's why there's usually revisions because the state doesn't
I know it's late, but I
do
would,
legislation in a timely manner.
when you say June,
June 30th was the last day.
June 30th.
I would propose that.
I'm looking at June 30th also.
Yeah, you guys just want me to have a board meeting on that last day.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I got a great feeling. Yeah. Sounds really good. I like that.
Yes. Okay. The June 30th works for everybody.
That's the one everybody has chosen. Your last day.
That week before. For me.
Yeah, that, it's fine, I'm just teasing.
I'm just trying to find retirement and I still can't see it.
All right, so your July meeting, 14th or the 21st?
It was the 14th that I believe we know.
14th.
Yeah, 14th. Right. I forget the calendar. I didn't say that.
So on the 30th, it'll be a very short meeting. The only thing that would be on there is the proposed budget. And if they finish the handbooks or the trust is linking into our new policies, then that would be on the agenda as well, along with the ECOC. But it may just be the proposed budget. It depends on the 30th. They should have time to get it done.
All right, since it looks like we've got everything down and everything is good to go, I'm looking at a motion to adjourn. Okay, I heard Captain Lopez make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Second, been made by Mr. Courtwright. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All against? Motion passes. We are now adjourned.